Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now. I know that on paper, the Bills are sitting at 5-2 and leading the AFC East, but anyone who's been paying attention knows that this season has been anything but smooth sailing for Sean McDermott's team. Sure, they're winning games, but there are clear vulnerabilities, especially on the defensive side of the ball. The secondary, for example, has been giving up way too much through the air, ranked 25th in passing yards allowed, surrendering an average of 232 yards per game and giving up over 26 points per contest. That's a concern, especially when you consider how much this team relies on a balanced offense to carry them deep into the postseason. But there's a buzz going around the NFL, something that could change the entire landscape of the AFC East, and not just for the Bills, but for the entire conference. And it's all centered around a potential blockbuster trade involving none other than Patrick Surtain, one of the league's premier cornerbacks. Yes, you heard that right. The rumors are swirling that the Denver Broncos, who are currently struggling at 2-5 and are in full rebuild mode, might be shopping Surtain. And it's not just idle chatter. There are real whispers coming from league insiders that Denver might be open to trading their star cornerback before the NFL trade deadline on November 4th. The Broncos, as you know, are in a tough spot. Their defense has been leaking points, allowing an average of 28 points per game, and with a record like that, it's clear they're looking to reset and rebuild for the future. Now, Surtain, who has established himself as one of the top young cornerbacks in the league, could be a game changer for a team like the Bills. Imagine what a player of his caliber could do to elevate that secondary, especially with some of their key players already dealing with injuries or questionable status. Speaking of injuries, the Bills have been hit with a couple of setbacks in their secondary as well. Dane Jackson and Taron Johnson, both vital in their pass defense, have recently been dealing with injuries that have limited their snaps. Jackson has been sidelined by a neck injury, and Taron Johnson has been battling a groin issue. While both are expected to return soon, these setbacks have exposed some vulnerabilities that could be exploited by high-powered offenses. That's why adding someone like Surtain could be a perfect fix, an elite, shut-down corner who can lock down top receivers and make life much easier for the rest of the defense. Now, let's talk about Surtain himself. This guy is a true lockdown corner, a guy who can shut down the best receivers in the league. In his career so far, he's accumulated 212 tackles, an impressive 12 interceptions, and 38 passes defensed. In 2024, he's been recognized as an All-Pro, earning a PFF grade of 92. 6 absolutely elite. And in 2025, he's been on fire with 32 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 9 passes defensed in just 7 games. His coverage grade is among the best in the league this year, sitting at 93. And he's been incredibly effective at limiting yards after catch, allowing just 2.8 yards per attempt. Even when he's been limited by injuries, such as that shoulder injury in Week 3, he's still been a dominant force on the field. In fact, NFL.com has highlighted that he's allowed 0 touchdowns so far this season, which is a remarkable feat for a cornerback in this era of high-powered passing offenses. The potential trade, if it goes through, would be a huge coup for the Bills. Denver, which is clearly in the rebuilding phase, is looking to shed some cap space, around $15 million, by trading Surtain and acquiring a first-round pick in 2026, along with a promising cornerback like Kaiir Elam. The Broncos have around $20 million in cap space, and this move would help them free up more money for future investments, especially as they try to build a new foundation under the current regime. For Denver, it's about acquiring assets that can help them rebuild faster, especially with their current struggles on the offensive line, which has allowed 27 sacks so far this season. Their pass protection is a mess, and that's been a major factor in their poor record. For the Bills, this trade would be a massive boost, especially in the secondary, which has been a bit of a shaky link in their otherwise solid team. Adding Surtain would provide an immediate upgrade, turning their defense from a middle-tier unit into a legitimate top 10 defense, perhaps even top 7, based on advanced stats. His presence would allow cornerback Christian Benford to thrive alongside him, creating a duo that could shut down some of the league's most dangerous receivers. According to PFF, Benford has been graded at an impressive 86. 8 this season, and with Surtain's addition, the Bills could project a minus 21% EPA per pass allowed, significantly reducing the explosive plays that have hurt them so far. And let's not forget the bigger picture. The Bills are already a team that believes they can contend for a Super Bowl this year. Their offense, led by quarterback Josh Allen, is clicking at a high level. Allen himself has been playing at an elite rate with a QBR of 88, and he benefits greatly when he has a secondary that can lock down receivers and force turnovers. The Bills are known for their aggressive, fast-paced style, and their defense is a key component of that identity. Adding a player like Surtain could be the difference-maker in close playoff games where every possession counts. His ability to cover top receivers, combined with his clutch playoff performances, he has 2 career interceptions in the postseason, makes him a perfect piece for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. Now, the trade would have a ripple effect beyond just the Bills and Broncos. The AFC East would see a power shift, with the Bills gaining a clear edge in the secondary, making them even more formidable in their quest for back-to-back division titles. It could also force other teams to rethink their strategies, as the Bills' defense becomes even more lockdown. Meanwhile, the Broncos are clearly playing the long game, sacrificing short-term competitiveness for future assets. They're embracing a rebuild, aiming to develop young talent like Elam, who has been graded at 78-2 by PFF this season, and to set the foundation for a new era under their current staff. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you believe adding Surtain II would push the Bills even closer to that elusive Super Bowl? Or do you think the team should focus on other areas of need? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the future of this team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. We're in an exciting time, and this possible trade could be a game changer for the franchise. Keep the passion alive, and let's see how this plays out over the coming days. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Bills.